NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Set, ready? 18 Gator. 20 yards to Mike. Look, squeeze. Fire.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
So don't say nothing. Hey, Delta.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. It's our field. It's our field.
Throwing Jones. And Josh Hill has it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, here's Mixon. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Jones now on first down. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards, good for his Saints. First down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
I got it. Check the backer.
61, matchbox lights.
Now Jones. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
Ain't no such. Recon, 132-5. Ready?
Back to throw. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
The seventh play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. Now Lutz for the field goal try. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Haskins and the Redskins come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now the man from nearby Baton Rouge, it's the LSU star Darius Geis, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Snap comes at 1. Now Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
A gain of 22 yards. 1st down, Washington.
Set. Now the one. 51 to Mike. He's trying to win.
On 1st down, this is Geis. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you. Slam. Twist.
This is Geis. They follow up the 1st down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 3. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Slay.
3rd down. Here's Haskins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Redskins send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And they'll get to this and down it inside the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
Ready?
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Watch the screen.
General West.
Check safety, check safety.
Hey, lock it.
Check. Fresno.
80 weapon. Go.
Motion.
Hey, Alpha.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
56.
Topper. Snap.
On the carry, it's Ferguson. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd down.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
15-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know, you're right, because that's part of it, but that's 2 different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Ready, 6 yards. 50 seconds, come on. Bring it. Let's go.
They'll try and get it with Geis. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive and out. Now after the run by Geis, here's 1st and 10.
Check 4.
And a give this time to the tailback. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. A first carry for Samaje Perine, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Check. 53 Mike. Check. 53 Mike. Give me that ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Check, check. Lucky. No.
2nd down, Haskins. Goes for a right side here, complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On the draw, they go to Geis. Eli Apple up from his corner spot to make the play. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Geis, they'll try to run it. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him. His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The crowd here in the Dome making things difficult. 3rd and goal. They run with Geis, and they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. They come out here in the eye. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down.
Check. Check out. Hot. Check.
Here we go with Geis. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Darius Geis with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Redskins have taken the lead. Now for the point after. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Redskins 7, Saints 3. John Brown set to kick off.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now Haskins on first down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
You better bring. Check, 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 check. 25. Check 25.
Now Haskins to throw on second down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. 3rd down here.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And he finds McLaurin. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Terry McLaurin as the first half is winding down. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better. Jones hit and the ball's out, and the Redskins scoop it, and he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now Pirine. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Pirine. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
Here we go. Watch twist. Watch three.
On second down, Love. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Three down. Who got 17? Who got 17? 57. Mike, 57. You better be afraid.
From midfield now, Haskins under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sheldon Rankins racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 11 at their 48-yard line.
Ready? 8, read.
Mike, 49. I'm coming.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike's 49. Mike's 49.
22 jet bomber. Let's go.
On second and 11 now. Jones, he gets it to Thomas. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 27 yards there, a first down. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Set, ready? 10-2, stop.
Motion, 89. Watch 89. Butt set.
Now Jones from the gun, he'll throw. This is complete to Michael Thomas. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Second and 3 at the Redskins' 19-yard line.
Hey, Haywood. Go. Ready?
Throwing again on second down. Jones, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Josh Hill, his second touchdown on the season, and the Saints get a bit closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Lutz good on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now a carry for Pirine. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the gun, Haskins on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to David Onyemata, the product of Nigeria by way of Canada.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 43. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, 1st and 10.
Set. 10 logo.
Right there, 56.
X3. 218. Chopper.
Jam.
Hit it.
They'll try to get the run game going. This is Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Set. 70. Indy.
All day, every day, any day.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Come on, QB, come on.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike.
Coming. Switch.
Squeeze.
Looking to throw, Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Alex Anzalone leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 32. Room here to run. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
That's track. Hey, orbit.
They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It's Pirine to begin the drive. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down for the Redskins on a pickup of 11. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
They'll run it here with Pirine. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
David Onyemata there on the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
Staying on the ground, it's Love. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The ball's still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Switch. Check.
They'll try and throw for it with Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Redskins go for it, but it doesn't pan out. And the Saints will have the football back.
Let's go now.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Let's go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
Ready.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
You draw Porter. Fight.
Again, it's Mixon. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
56.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that. Hey, exit.
56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
Get it.
Jones on 1st and 10. Thomas has got it. Complete. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down.
Get ready.
15 more yards. That's another Saints.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Protein spill.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. And down inside the 15 he goes. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13. Back to Mixon on first down. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. On second down, Mixon. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Bravo. Recon, 152 fighter.
56, check 56. I got it. 56, Mike, 56, right there, 56. Pick it up.
Smooth.
Pick it up. Mike 56, Mike 56. Target. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Check out.
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Ready?
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 18-yard line.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that fourth quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Saints, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they've fallen out of things now as they sink to 3-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves